Lots of things happening in the spring downtown in Lima at ArtSpace in Lima. Joining us today, Executive Director Sally Windle, and thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me here.
All right, so the weather's starting to get nice, and we're seeing things move outside and downtown, and you've got some stuff coming up, so let's talk about next week. Ukuleles, they're coming to play. Tell us more.
You know, they always come through town, and this is the Heritage Group. It's a Heritage Elementary, and Crystal Miller's group. They bring the kids downtown. They like to thank the people that have supported them, and they always put on like a little mini concert in the square. So we're going to be excited to have them here. We'll have a little stage out in front, and the ukulele group will be performing around 10 o'clock. And so it's always exciting because the kids get excited to see the crowd and get to play in a place that they aren't usually playing. It's mostly indoors in the school, so we're looking forward to that.
Okay, so that is next week on May 18th, right?
Correct, yes.
All right, and everybody can come and check them out. They're good, aren't they?
Oh, they are, and they're so cute, and they just believe in what they're doing, and they play so well. So she's got a really great group.
Very fun. All right, so the spring show is going to be ending on the 19th, but you kind of have a big closing event, right?
Right. We've had great traction here with that spring show. We had a lot of people in, and we wanted to do something to highlight just the show, one last emphasis. So we're having poetry in Sugar Alley, and that's actually just the alcove that's in between the two buildings off of Cherry Alley. But the nice thing is it's a great evening place. So we're going to have this big celebration, and it's a poetry slam. People can sign up. There'll also be Tim Cheeseman, who's our poet laureate, but we're also making space available for anyone that would like to perform. Everyone gets a 10-minute slot. And again, these are really popular. People are really coming to express themselves through lyrics, poetry, written word. And it's nice because there's a great audience for this. So we're hoping to give people that chance, and right in Sugar Alley, which is right off Cherry Alley, but it's behind ArtSpace.
All right, that sounds fun. Also, you know, you say people get to express themselves. You have classes, and there's some classes coming up. Tell us about that.
Right. We're really excited because the summer allows us to do a little bit more with our offerings. We've got a mosaic class, and this is something new. We've had the stained glass, but that gives us a whole lot of extra stained glass pieces or glass pieces. So we're doing a mosaic class, and these are really great for maybe garden platforms. You can hang them, but this is just a different way of expressing some creativity. And the nice thing about our classes, not only the mosaics, but the stained glass and the clay, and even the kids' classes, you don't always have to have that skill built in, and then you come here. No, we want to set off something that you feel some success with being creative, and you can come here then and continue to practice that. So we always love our classes. We get people in and give them a little confidence, and then they create something that's really nice.
Yeah. All right. So kids are getting out of school. You've actually got a camp coming up in June, right?
Right, and I'm not very familiar with these types of cartooning, but anime and manga is really big. And Brian Moss will be in, and he's an expert in these areas. He talked about some of the communication. He'll have different examples, and there's blogs, there's a community that really supports this. And a lot of people are familiar with anime because it's the type of cartooning and the storylines that go with it. So he's actually agreed to come back, and we're really excited because this is maybe not the young people like 6 and 7 year olds like we've had in the past with cartooning. This is middle school to high school, but we're opening it up to anybody because, again, this is a real popular area, and it's one of Brian's favorite areas. So we're excited for this camp, and it's June 5th. It starts that week. We'll have a sign up on our webpage, or people can always call, but we're going to have to limit it to 15 people. So get the information, to get the call to ArtSpace quickly, because we have a feeling this one's going to really take off.
I'm sure it will. Okay, and then First Fridays, that's summertime, and we've got some music coming to that.
Yeah, this is different. First Fridays used to be at noontime in the square, and now they've changed it to 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock on that first Friday. And the nice thing is it's going to be happening in lots of places. The Ohio Theater is going to have an event. The Legacy Lab is going to have something. So there'll be activities in the square as well as all in downtown. So we're really excited that we'll be able to be a part of that. And we're going to have music in the square. So there'll be a band, Prudence students right out in the front door of ArtSpace. So bring your chair down, sit in the square and listen to music and kind of reminisce of those times where it was happening. But this time it's going to be all over downtown.
That's exciting stuff, First Fridays. Well, Sally, thank you very much for joining us and telling us about all the things happening at ArtSpace.
Well, thank you for having me.
All right, don't go away. New Edition continues in a moment.